Would you buy this $12 million freestanding warehouse in Brisbane if you knew the net rent is going to be above 9%? Well, my client did, and I'm going to show you how we helped him secure this property. My name is Tong. I'm the CEO of Property Lions. I've been in the commercial property industry for over 25 years, and we specialize in value-add commercial properties and finding properties that are undervalued. So this particular property, as you can see, it is very well located in the south region of Brisbane along the M1 corridor. As you can see, it's a freestanding warehouse, roughly about 6,000 square meters in a very good location, pretty close to Bunnings and major arterial roads. Now, the main reason why we like this property is because it is heavily under rented at the moment, and we can buy it at a massive discount. So let me show you the numbers. Let me get straight into it. So the current property we picked up, as I mentioned, for $12 million, or 12.15 to be exact. But the current rent the tenants are paying are only reflecting about $111 per square meter. Now, based on our market research, market rent for this particular property should be around $155 to $160 per square meter. Now, the good thing about this property is that it's already tenanted. It's got 2 tenants already, and they both have leases that expire in around 2029, which means there is an opportunity to increase the rent to market in about 3 years' time. Now, buying the property at $12.15 million means we're buying it at an initial yield of 5.5% net, which is pretty reasonable for a freestanding warehouse in Brisbane. But what we are looking at in 2029 is potentially a rental of about $185 per square meter net, beg your pardon. And this is just based on the current market rent, which is $160 per square meter, and applying CPI increases over the next 3 years. So that is going to basically bring the current rent from about $668,000 to somewhere north of $1.1 million, which represents north of 9.15%, 9.14% net yield. So that's sensational. The other thing that's worth noting is the acquisition cost or the acquisition position. So because we're buying it at $12.15 million, we're essentially buying the property at roughly $2,000 per square meter on GLA, or on rate per square meter on build. That's extremely cheap if you compare it to the rest of the market, and it is certainly below replacement costs. So fast forward to 2029, if we are able to achieve these rents at about $1.1 million, and we're applying cap rate of somewhere between, let's say, $5.5 to $5.7 million, the potential valuation of this property is going to be somewhere between $19 to $20 million, which is a massive increase from the original purchase price of 12.15. Now, you might be thinking, Will, are you just making this up? This seems too good to be true. Well, I can guarantee you we're not, because we've done a lot of research on this. So as you can see from the leasing evidence, in that particular market, with the exception of 1 or maybe 2 properties, nothing's leased for less than $150 per square meter net, based on comparable evidence. And we look at things that have been sold in the market as well. Again, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 properties, nothing's been sold for less than $2,500 per square meter or GLA. And if you look at where the market is sitting, some of these properties which are comparable are already selling for $3,000 per square meter. So if we're looking at our exit value of, let's call it $20 million, which is roughly about $3,300 per square meter based on a 3-year projection, that doesn't seem unreasonable at all. Now, the great thing about our assumptions is it's been verified and confirmed by an independent valuer, a very reputable valuer in the market. So if you go down here and you look at what their assessment is, their assessment of market rent for this particular property is $160 per square meter based on today's market conditions. So if you are interested in buying a property just like this that has great potential for upside, then definitely hit the link below, go to my website, check out some more case studies for yourself, and if you feel like that's something you want to do, then definitely book in a call with me and my team, and then we'll go from there.